So hello, everybody. My name is Cesar Atuire, and I teach philosophy at the University of Ghana and ethics at the University of Oxford. For this session on the transformation in health policy and systems research from a solidarity perspective, I just want to share with you a project that recently I presented with a group of colleagues to the Wellcome Trust, and we won a Discovery Award to see how we can operationalize solidarity within the context of global health and global health research. So I'll share my slides and we can begin. So this project is titled Moving Beyond Solidarity, Rhetoric in Global Health, Pluriversality and Actionable Tools. And the project actually arises from a consideration of some of the challenges we're facing in the world today, principally, just to mention a few: inequality, future pandemics, antimicrobial resistance, climate change, migration. These are all wicked problems. And as we know, these problems are such that no single entity can actually solve them by themselves. They require collaboration. And therefore, what we then see is that whenever there is a crisis, there is an emergency, there are appeals to solidarity. Just think about COVID. No one is safe until we are all safe. All these slogans that appeal to solidarity show the need for coming together to resolve these problems as a human community. Yet the discourses that we find, or the discourse of solidarity in global health, reveals three important gaps. One is conceptual ambiguity. We do not have exact clarity on what it means to be solidaristic and to practice solidarity. An example is nations in high-income countries actually donating to COVAX and at the same time hoarding vaccines. So practicing solidarity and hoarding COVID-19 vaccines. Or sometimes what we find in global health literature about solidarity is some form of epistemic injustice, because considerations and the literature on solidarity focuses on conceptualizations of solidarity emanating only from a certain part of the world, and in this case, the global north. And then finally, we do not have measurable tools to be able to see how solidarity is being enacted or not. And therefore, our project tries to address these gaps along three major lines. The first one is pluriversality. And in this sense, we mean that we are not going to try to define solidarity, because there is absolutely no need to colonize or universalize one definition of solidarity. What we need to do is to have a pluriversal approach. That means we will unearth the understandings of solidarity in various parts of the world. Out of these various understandings of solidarity, can we converge on some actionable goals that everybody can share? And then once we have been able to identify these goals, whether they are 10, 15, or 20, can we design the tools together with all the stakeholders in order to be able to implement and measure our implementation of these solidaristic goals? And the steps to do this, one is just to understand, what do people in the global south, what do indigenous communities, what do other linguistic communities actually mean when they mention solidarity, and what are their expectations? Now, can we, out of these various views and conceptualizations, come up with actionable goals? Then can we design a solidarity index and a ranking? And since global health funders are at the start of actually triggering what we see in global health research, can we begin to rank the funders according to how they practice solidarity? And this is the 5-year project that we intend to carry out. And as you can see, this is a project that spreads across the globe: Latin America, Africa, Asia, and Europe as well, including North America. We have researchers in all these continents who will be trying to come up with the regional understandings and cultural understandings of solidarity. And our goal mainly is to shift the understanding of solidarity within global health, trigger processes that will allow us to be able to measure and make solidarity become part of the mainstream discourse in global health, enhance academic activity and academic engagement, and generate tools that will allow us to be able to measure and raise public awareness around solidarity. And this is an example of how one can take an abstract concept and try to work it in such a way that this becomes an actionable concept that we can all know how to work with and measure and see how we're really performing or not. Thanks very much. Thank you.